That took way too long. I forget. Okay, so context. Reason why the intro screen was too long, outside of the usual like spamming I do, I forgot where the fuck OBS was. Like, I had all my apps open and zoned out for a bit, and I forgot where OBS was, dude. The fuck? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need to wake the fuck up. Okay, I'm good. Yeah. So, today, let me pause this real quick. So today, we're going to be making a Marvel vs. Capcom roster. Although this roster is a little bit too big for my liking, I'll have to do it. So, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 6, we have 60. No, wait. Uh, 30. I mean, we have 30 in each side, so we have a 60 character roster here. That's a lot. That's a lot for just one game, like on release. But let me see if I can find. Well, let me see if I can find an actual like mood playlist. Dun. Let's see what's up with this. Oh shit, yeah, this is the whole series. Let's go. Oh shit, it includes Infinite. Fuck. Okay, let's go. Fuck it. We got a playlist, let's do it. Alright. So we have 60 in total, 30 Marvel, 30 Capcom. One way to do this, that I wanted to do it, right? Let's just say, the game, it's going back to 3v3, right? So, let's try to make themes of 3 that makes sort of sense. Like, I'm going to be googling the living shit out of this, so bear with me here. So, let's start with Marvel's side first, because we have the most amount of characters to pull from, right? So, I am not very knowledgeable on Marvel either. Like, I just know some by name. I don't know what abilities are for them, to be precise. So, let's see. The first 3 I wanted to just include in here are Spider-Man characters. Like, we need Spider-Man. Let me just see if I can find a proper image for this. Okay. You'll do. Alright. We got Spidey, right? Let me just produce this. I should have thought of this a little better, but you know what? Fuck it. Let me just do this. Oh shit, Omega Red. Okay, this works. A lot better. Perfect. Okay, we got Spidey, and since this is a team of 3, we need 2 more. So the obvious option would be Venom. So let me just grab that. Can you give me something that is in the live-action version, dude? Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Give me a moment. I'll grab it. Okay. Bueno. And the third spot, it's for basically the new sensation, you know, like Spider-Verse. It's big, and that duology so far of movies just catapulted one character to the stratosphere. So might as well include him. Can't have a Spider-Man trio without the without Miles. Like, cannot. Even though it team of 3 Spider-Mans is going to be a little bit too like repetitive for me. I think it's kind of necessary since these 3 are the most well-known like Spider-Man heroes. As for, I don't want to bloat the roster yet with like all Spider-Man characters because I could easily, like, I could include the what's it called, the Sinister Six, like Doc Ock, Mr. Negative, Rhino, Sandman, Electro, Kraven the Hunter. What else? Did I say Doc Ock? I think I said Doc Ock. The Lizard. There's a lot. Kingpin, even though Kingpin nowadays it's I think more... Well, no, it's technically still a Spider-Man villain thanks to Spider-Verse, but he's also a Daredevil villain, so that's that. Another team of 3 that it could make sense. Let's these are like these 3 characters that I'm going to mention right now. 2 of them are brand new to will be brand new to Marvel vs. Capcom. Although one of them, it's hard because one of them will be way too similar to Hulk, in sense that dude is really strong and really tanky. But I would love to see them in here, like all of them. Let me just fetch them. Alright, one sec. Alright, first, Luke Cage. If I have to came up for names of like teams for this, I'll come up for those later, but the heads up for this one is either Team Heroes for Hire or Team Hell's Kitchen Defenders or something like that. That'll be a cool name, but hey, we're still not done with this. Okay, found it. Alright. Number 2, it's Jessica Jones. the whole point of Jessica, as far as I've noticed, right? It's basically super strong chick. It's not too much of a fighter, but she knows how to defend herself. And let's just say the past for this chick is traumatic. Like, holy shit. I wouldn't wish that to my worst enemy. Oh, good lord. And the third one is the returning character, Iron Fist. Can have a team of three defenders to be precise, without having Iron Fist. Like, it's hard to believe like these two being in the same team as a guy wearing this, you know? Like the dude is literally on full costume, like, for work and stuff, so it's hard to believe, you know? It's hard to believe. Okay. That's the team Heroes for Hire. And yeah. That's my team of three for Heroes for Hire. Even though it would have made more sense to put maybe Daredevil instead of like Jessica Jones. I still think Jessica has some potential to be a brand new like Marvel character, but maybe Daredevil would be the right choice instead of her. I still want Luke Cage though. We need to give Hulk a rest. Although I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up adding Hulk here, but fuck it, why not? What other dumbass? We still haven't done the X-Men. Of course, we need to include the X-Men. Classic X-Men. We just go with the. We just bring back the classics. Like we bring back Cyclops. Maybe we bring Rogue and Gambit. Or we could spice up the things a little and just fucking include Beast with Storm and Cyclops. Why not? There's a lot. Like, when it comes to the X-Men, you have a lot to choose from. Like, you can include Beast, Cyclops, Jubilee, Morph, Gambit, Rogue, Magneto. Although Magneto will be better on a villain's team for the revolution he wants to make and stuff. But here's the thing: for the X-Men, I'm just going with the classics and adding one brand new X-Men. Out of all the X-Men that didn't appear on Marvel vs. Capcom yet, even though Jubilee technically doesn't count since she was an assist on Marvel 1, I will include her. So Jubilee, Morph, who else? Angel. Iceman was in Marvel vs. Capcom before, more than once, so he doesn't count. Angel, Morph. And I think that's it. I could include all three of them, like as brand new additions to the team, but I also want to make it a little that makes a little more sense. Like, make it Cyclops, Beast, and maybe between Storm or Jubilee. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let me do that. Let's do Jubilee. Oh, what? Hold on. Thank you, X-Men 97, for giving me such good art. Okay, let's start with Jubilee. Jubilee will be cool. I honestly, like I said, I'm not a big Marvel head, so most of the powers I don't know what they exactly do. I have a slight faint of an idea of what they could do, but not too much though. So I'm kind of like I'm kind of just wishing for stuff that might not even be possible to do. But we're here to build a roster, not to overthink things, so might as well. But yeah, Jubilee. The next one was Beast. Beast. Alright, Beast. And the last one I said Cyclops, so might as well. Cyclops. Jesus Christ, this is so an HD image, holy shit. Just going ham with this shit, why not? Alright. That's the team of the X-Men for now. Even though Beast is not too much of a fighter, he's more of a scientist, it will be cool to just see him fight. But what about Wolverine though? Even he's literally the face of the X-Men. Holy shit. But I honestly don't know what to do with Wolverine, because you can put Wolverine in other teams too, outside of the X-Men, even though he's more iconic and well known because he is also on the X-Men. But that's just me throwing around ideas, you know, of what makes Wolverine popular. And to be completely honest with you, I will absolutely save Wolverine for DLC. the character is way too popular. And honestly, I don't have any idea for DLC teams, so I will easily throw him as a single character DLC. Plus, you already have X-Men, it will be just easy to switch up one of these three and just have Wolverine in the middle or something, so they can interact or some shit. That would be cool. I admit, that would be cool. But yeah, Wolverine is going to be missing for here, unless I find another idea for him on a 3-team. Alright. Next up. We need to bring the Avengers in. Let's just get the easy teams out of the question. Let's bring the Avengers. The Avengers. The usual members are Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, we never had Ant-Man. I would say, just to add a new character with already two like coming back characters, I would say let's bring. Oh wait, I forgot. Black Panther also forms part of that team from time to time. So, I'd say, just to mix up things a little, let's bring. Hold on. I'm thinking about it because there's a lot of other characters that are associated with the Avengers. Like, you have Nick Fury, you have the entirety of S.H.I.E.L.D. now that I think about it. But yeah, you have Captain America and by proxy Bucky, aka Winter Soldier. You have Black Panther, Ant-Man / Yellow Jacket because same character, different identity for superhero stuff. Wasp. You have. Although I could easily also do a Team Wakanda, like have Black Panther, Shuri, and Okoye or something like that. But I'm getting ahead of myself for that. Avengers. Avengers. Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, that will be the usual one. Or Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man. I'm also forgetting Hawkeye here, but honestly, I don't know what to do with Hawkeye. Maybe make him running, like make him just use the identity of running and make him use a sword and a bow. That'll be cool. But for that, I also wanted to include supernatural characters like Blade, Ghost Rider, and maybe another one that I'll think about it. But yeah, for the Avengers, I'd say let's go with Ant-Man, Iron Man, and Hulk. Even though Hulk technically will be the same thing as Luke Cage will be a little more faster. And I'd say it will have. Let's just say we have different health pools for everybody. Luke Cage and Hulk will be similar. The difference is Luke Cage will not have the super armor like Hulk has, but he will be as tanky as Hulk, like same health pool and defense. If we got with the different stats route. But just to save myself the brain damage that will entail, I would say let's go with Ant-Man, Iron Man, and Cap. Just to make it simple. Alright, so Iron Man. Just for shits and giggles, I will absolutely laugh if this is a thing. Like, let's go full on fucking classic, bro. Let's go full on classic Iron Man. There we go. Iron Man, let's just go with... So I said Iron Man, Ant-Man, I have a lot of tabs here, so bear with me. It's going to take a minute. I'm not taking into account relationships between characters here, even though I should. I'm doing this in teams of 3 based on like more of Marvel vs. Capcom than it should be, when I should actually try to look up if it's similar to King of Fighters. And in King of Fighters you have reasons why the characters are together. I'm just throwing around people that will make sense to have in a team, because they already kinda are on a team, except for maybe the Spider people. Only Spider-Man and Miles are in the same team, not Venom. Venom can be added, like you can say it's the quote-unquote good version of Venom, like it's already a hero. At that point I could replace him with like Agent Venom, but I am not sure what Agent Venom would be. Maybe it would be way too similar to Captain America. We will be way too similar to Winter Soldier, or maybe similar to other stuff. I could also replace Venom with Spider Noir. Now that I think about it, will be cool, but that will be just literally 3 Spider-Mans, and at least Miles have the electricity powers going for him, so that's... Yeah, I ain't doing that. Chief, maybe with Spider-Gwen, since she has the symbiote powers too, but yeah. I'm overthinking this shit out of that. Okay, where was I? Team Avengers. Iron Man, Ant-Man, and Captain America. Captain America. Oh, that's art. Let's go. I'm sorry. I absolutely adore the old ass comic art. I absolutely adore it. It's just funny to me. This is funny. Okay. There we go. Alright. That's the Team Avengers. Sorry, it's just funny. Okay. That's 3, 6, 9. We have 9 characters out of fucking 30. Wait, 30? Yeah, 30. Fuck. Okay. What other Marvel teams am I forgetting here? I don't know much about Immortals, not the Inhumans. I know Deuce have Black Bolt and maybe Lockjaw, but I don't think those 3 will be a good team, and I can't think of the other members, honestly. I don't remember. Like, Medusa has the hair going for her, so... Wait a minute, Medusa, right? She could be... We have already a character that fights using their hair as a weapon, as a way of attacking. That's fucking... That's not a JoJo game. That's, what's the name of this chick? Jukako? I don't know. The chick that is obsessed with Koichi. That girl fights with her hair, and Medusa will be something similar, if I think, at least. Black Bolt would be... I would like to say similar to Black Canary / Sindel from Mortal Kombat / Injustice? But don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. I don't play those kind of games. Myself, I consider Mortal Kombat boring in general, combat-wise. It's not my cup of tea. So I'm just spewing words here. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, Lockjaw will be just a giant dog. It would be fun for a giant dog to just start fighting, like creating portals or some shit. That, for what I know, Lockjaw, that's his power. He can either teleport things to him or teleport things away of him. So it will be funny. It will be the most unique team out of all of these. Like, all of these have already like moves already in the previous game, so they are easily made with those, like Cap, Iron Man, Cyclops. Well, not Cyclops, he's not on a 3D game, but still, you have technically a base thanks to the 2D games. Spider-Man, same. You could same with Venom. You could apply some Spider-Man moves on Miles, just add some electric effects and other moves special for Miles. Iron Fist was already on a 3D game, so the newer ones, Jubilee, Beast, Luke Cage, Jessica, and Ant-Man. Those are the ones who need the most work. And if I make an Inhumans team, those will be also brand new, like all 3. You know what? Fuck it. Let's put a fucking dog in the game. Why not? I'm frisky today. Why not? Lockjaw. Let's put that dog in here. Hold on. Let me grab the photo. Looking good. Alright. We already have Beast. Another animal that doesn't hurt. God damn it. Okay. Oh. Damn it. God damn it, sorry. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to editing images, and I don't like what I'm seeing. I need to remember, it's not Alt, it's Shift. There we go. Okay. Lockjaw. Medusa. Okay, these are the Inhumans. I remember now. Lockjaw. Medusa. Okay. Medusa and Black Bolt. I think it's Black and Bolt. I'm most likely am just like mixing up characters that are not like in the same team, even though it seems like it. But you know what? I'm going to worry about that in another time. This is just to build a roster. I shouldn't be overthinking too much, but it's also fun to overthink, you know? How these characters will be, like, played, how these characters work, and what would work in this context and stuff, so it'll be fun to just think about it, right? I also need to sit the fuck down and fucking read some comics, because holy shit, some of the character designs here are really cool and funny, in the case of the 90s. But yeah, we have the Inhumans, we have the X-Men, we have the Avengers, we have the Heroes for Hire, we have the Spider People. Even though I could add more Spider People, there's a lot of like other Spider-Mans with unique abilities, like 2099 or Spider-Ham with the cartoon with the Toon Force, you know. But holy shit, my throat is so sore. Give me a sec. I need some refreshment. I have it right here, so I'm not going anywhere. Okay, back to business. Let me just check the playlist real quick. Oh, Rogue. Yes. That's another thing with all of these characters, right? Music. How the fuck are we going to make new themes for these people? I should not be worrying about. I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised the fuck out. So, well, oh wait. Oh, Beautiful Joe. Right. We're worrying about Capcom later. We need to finish Marvel first. Okay, so we need more supernatural stuff, like mysticism and stuff like that, right? But my catalog for that will be way too weird, and I don't know how to make it work. Wait, I actually have two characters that might be working together, and two characters that I actually know worked together before, but the way I remember them working together was thanks to, I think it's thanks to the Game Boy, to a Game Boy Advance game of Ghost Rider of things. But like, here's the thing, I don't know. So, you know what? I'm going to do something really weird here, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of sorcery with demon hunting. So let's go with Blade, because dude, it's this character. My god. Out of all the vampire hunters that in fiction that I know, I always consider not Ghost Rider, Blade to be like I always loved Blade. Like, holy shit, this character is super cool. Let me just boom. Alright, let's go. Blade. I played Ghost Rider. Shit. Ghost Rider. Here's the thing with Ghost Rider though. There's a lot of versions of Ghost Rider, right? Like outside of like other like superheroes having Ghost Rider versions, like if I remember correctly, Spider-Man has one, Wolverine I think has one, and I don't know, I can't think about it. But I think the correct way is going with the classic chopper version of like Ghost Rider. Nothing like a car or something. Even though I would absolutely adore to have like the Ghost Rider that has an actual like car. I don't remember his name at the top of my head. I should actually just go to open Marvel Snap and check, but yeah, I don't want to do that yet. Just now. We play Marvel Snap later, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so I have Blade, I have Ghost Rider, and the third will be a returning character outside of Ghost Rider, of course. I'd say let's go. I'd say let's bring up the Magician back. Doctor Strange. Alright. Team Supernatural. I don't see this making any sense whatsoever, but you know what? It will be fun to just have them on a team. Even though I remember playing that Game Boy Advance game with Ghost Rider, and these two were doing a team up or something. So it could make sense, like vampire and demons. You need to deal with the two, and you call these two to do that. Easy. And then you have Doctor Strange, which is very knowledgeable about supernatural things and will help if need be. The Sorcerer Supreme, of course. Ooh, Dante's team. Okay. Never fails with Devils Never Cry. Never fails. Okay, we need another team. What team haven't I just checked? I just made up a team with Ghost Rider, Blade, and Doctor Strange. Even though I should actually try and include another new one. But, I could go back to Spider-Man and include the villains now that I'm more in, but I also want to include other type of villains like Dormammu, Doctor Doom, the Fantastic Four! Of course, I forgot the Fantastic Four. You know what? When I literally just said the Fantastic Four, I couldn't shake the imagination on my end to the point that I'm just thinking, why don't we make Invisible Woman fucking reptile? Like going invisible, teleporting with invisibility and shit like that. She could kick your ass without you even noticing she's there. So, just for that alone, yeah, I need to include the Fantastic Four in here. I have to, they never have been in here. Why not? Let's go with... Oh, but what do we do? The thing will be way too similar to Luke Cage 2. Fuck, okay. Fantastic Four again. The Human Torch, the Thing, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic, aka Rick Richards or something like that. I cannot speak today. You know what? Why I don't want to include Human Torch here? Because I wanted to bring back Nova, but I'm also struggling. Why? What do I do for Nova? Like, I need a Team Cosmic, like Cosmic powers, and I already have Captain Marvel, Nova, and one more that I can think of. I was thinking maybe a Super Scroll, but that will be literally just 3 returning characters, and not very popular ones at that. Even though the scrolls are coming up to the MCU, so that will be it. That will make sense. Other one will be bring back also Thanos with Nova and Captain Marvel. That doesn't make any sense at all. And plus, I will absolutely save Thanos for DLC, like Wolverine, Thanos, maybe Magneto. I'll see. So the Fantastic Four are the ones that I actually can think of a full-on team. Okay, I also just thought of another team with one new character and one old character, but I also need a third. Making teams of 3 sucks major balls, dude. Major balls. I need a third for that other team. Fuck, dude. I already have 3 teams in head, and just one of them is complete. Fuck. What do I do? Also, the Guardians of the Galaxy is not much of a big deal. Although, that will be 2 returning characters if I decide to include Groot. Wait, the Guardians of the Galaxy are the most complete team actually, because Rocket comes with Groot. You have Gamora, and then either between Star-Lord or Drax. Just for shits and giggles, I would love to have Drax just swing some knives around, like going all crazy, but also Star-Lord will be way too much to my liking. So I don't know about the Guardians though. The Guardians of the Galaxy will be neat. That's another team. That's 4. How many teams do I have left? 1, 2. Wait. I have 3 teams. Wait, 3? Yeah, 3 teams left. Oh, wait. 2, 4, 6. 3 teams. This is fuck, this is tense. What music is playing? It's not helping. What the fuck? Oh, it's Nemesis. Fuck you. Oh, fuck. Okay. My brain. Please. Fantastic Four. Guardians of the Galaxy. And a Team Cosmic overall, just to include fucking Nova and Captain Marvel, even though I don't think those would work at all. And then there's the fucking Young Avengers. I just keep coming with ideas and I don't know how to solve anything. Okay, so here's the thing. I cannot make a Team Fantastic Four and include Doctor Doom there, just because of how much Doctor Doom hates the guts of Rick Richards. Just because of that. I don't want to mess with that. So, you know, let's go with, I think it will be the most, like, new members, new character type of things that I also want. But here's the thing, I also need to like gut check myself with the reality that when it comes to building a roster for a game like this, first, the amount of characters here, it's insane. It's not going to happen for a release project, but it's fun to think about, right? Let's just imagine the ideal scenario that we get 60 characters, both returning and news. So I need to also bring characters that will basically just make everybody look at this roster and say, this roster looks sick. Has characters that I know, that I like, and maybe some new characters that I don't know jack shit about, like the humans. So yeah, what could possibly work? Like, I have the Fantastic Four, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I have random characters like Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Nova. What else? I also need villains here because there's practically all heroes and maybe neutral ground with the humans. So some villains will be actually nice. What villains do I have though? Mephisto, Doctor Doom, Doctor Doom, Dormammu, Thanos. The Super Scroll. It's hard to think. Basically all the Spider-Man villains. Maybe Kingpin. Kingpin would be nice, but I think he will be way too similar to Jessica Jones, but bigger. Like, dude is huge and super strong, but he's also very strategic, so he wouldn't even lift a finger unless he has to. Let's see. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Oh. My brain. There's also Lucky. I forgot too about that. Oh, Lucky will be super fun, like, to have here. But I don't have Thor here, so he doesn't have a reason to just be here. Plus, there's also other Marvel villains that I could include here. Supernatural being like Mephisto will be I think way too much, because he's on equal level like to Galactus. So yeah, no, Galactus is not technically a villain. He's just surviving. So it's still planetary genocide, but he's trying to survive, and the Silver Surfer is technically helping him to do that. Switch for planets without life and eat that. Making a team of 3 and a roster like this actually is super difficult, because you have a lot of characters to choose from and very little space. 60 characters, it's not reasonable for an actual like fighting game roster, but an actual fighting game roster it's 10 times more difficult, because you have at least half less slots than this. Like, you have 30 less characters just to be generous. Like, within humans here will be already the main roster for the Marvel side. And I have a lot of new characters there, like Luke Cage, Jessica, Miles, Jubilee, Beast, all the Inhumans, and Ant-Man. Here I have just Blade as a new character. The others are returning. Oh, Iron Fist. Perfect. Okay. Brain needs melting, bro. fuck it. Let's go with the Fantastic Four. They haven't been represented in Marvel vs. Capcom ever. And honestly, it could use for some push for the Fantastic Four. They are an important part of Marvel. They helped a lot of characters. They made also some bullshit, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with Human Torch. I give up. I am not including Nova, and because Nova and Human Torch will be very similar characters, I think. So, yeah. Design-wise, they wouldn't, because, well, you'll see in a moment. But move-wise, they will be very similar, and I don't want that. Okay. You're not going to tell what the fuck this is. Human Torch. There we go. Human Torch. Invisible Woman. You have to have the brothers together. And honestly, I'm between Mr. Fantastic or the Thing. But the Thing is, for lack of a better word, the thing with the Thing is, he's more of a fighter than Reed Richards. He is way more of a fighter than Reed Richards, but the elasticity, the stretchy powers that he brings to the table are way too fun to not think about. So that will give me a reason to actually have Dr. Doom here, just to beat the shit out of Rick. But you know what? Let's make a brand new characters to the series. So all 4 of them are new. Let's go with Mr. Fantastic. Fuck it. I would say let's go for the Thing, but we have Luke Cage here, so it will be way too similar. That's at least my way of thinking it. Spider-Man. Okay, we have the Fantastic Four represented now. We need villains, damn it. We need a lot of villains. So the last 3 teams need to be pure villains. So, let's go back. Now I can actually go back and check out the rogues gallery for some of these heroes. But here's the thing. I don't know jack shit about the villains for some of these. The only ones that I know are just Dormammu for Doctor Strange, Dr. Doom for the Fantastic Four, and maybe Galactus and Silver Surfer, but I am not counting those as villains. I am not. Plus Galactus is going to be a bitch to put in here. So Dormammu for Doctor Strange, Dr. Doom for the Fantastic Four, Magneto and his team for the X-Men, Kingpin and other criminal and just regular criminals. Now that I think about it, for the Heroes for Hire and Spider-Man. Spider-Man has the most interesting rogues gallery out of all of them, if I'm being completely honest with you, Chief. And I could make a team with brand new characters with just the villains. Like, the team I was thinking is just bring back the Sinister Six, but just have 3 of them. I would say let's put the entire Sinister Six here, but I don't want to blow this roster with just Spider-Man characters, even though I will absolutely adore it. Like Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro, Vulture. Well, Vulture, I don't know. Like, I don't know about Vulture. Electro, Sandman, Rhino. Rhino will be actually super funny. Have big boy team like Juggernaut, Rhino, and Colossus, because I was thinking also of adding Colossus as DLC. But holy shit, that will be actually really funny. Big boy team. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So for the teams, I'd say let's go with the Sinister Six route, but let's add one character that is not part of that team, like at all. Let's go with the first part, Doc Ock. Where are you? The side of Doc Ock. Oh, dude. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay. So, Doc Ock. What else? Okay, we have Doc Ock. What other? I'm between Doc Ock or Doc Ock. I'm between Electro, Sandman, or Rhino. Rhino already, it's kind of similar to Luke Cage, and he will be basically replacing Hulk or the Juggernaut if I decide to actually add Juggernaut here. So we need more big boys, so I'll say let's go with, honestly, no, you know what? No, I'm going to make a random team for the last one, random villain team. So I'm going to, instead of Rhino, I'm going for someone that is easily manipulated. So it's either Sandman or Electro. And you know what? If I have to choose between which one is my favorite, Sandman or Electro, I'll go with fucking Sandman. Fuck it. I'm going with Parker. Okay, so we have Doc Ock and we have the Sandman. Now, for the random character that I don't think never was part of the Sinister Six, let's go with the main villain for Spider-Man that was never here. I'm so surprised this wasn't a thing. Like, you have iconic Marvel villains. You have to include the Goblin. You have to! Brother, it's literally as iconic as the Joker. At least on my end. I absolutely adore this villain. The Green Goblin. At this point, this is more of a personal request. I will adore to have this idiot just fly away on a fighting game, throwing bombs from above. It's just so bullshit, but it's going to be so fun. It's going to be a nightmare to make that into a fighting game. I can already tell you, a nightmare. But I admit, I'll be having too much fun just looking at that shit going on. But yeah, we have the quote-unquote Sinister Six and Goblin. because why not? The last team I'm going to make is just going to be random villains. So the next one, I need more supernatural stuff. So supernatural villains, I'm lacking a lot of them. So you know what? I was thinking, let's make a team of just Doctor Doom, Magneto, and one more. But I already used Green Goblin on the previous one, so shit. Fuck, I used the two intelligent villains that could easily work with Magneto and Doom because they are super egotistical evil geniuses, but fuck, dude. This is a super street level villain, and not many people know about him. And it will not make jack shit of sense to just see him working with a dictator of an actual European nation and the leader of the rebellious group of mutants. So, you know what? Just because it would not make jack shit of sense, but it also would be funny. It will just be what the fuck is this dude doing here with these other two? Alright. Doctor Doom. Alright, let's bring Doom. Let's bring Doom. Alright, Doctor Doom. Magneto. Two returning characters. Because why not? Alright, Max. Let's go. Boom. Alright, Magneto, Doctor Doom, and the third one that doesn't make jack shit of a sense and is not even close to the level of these two. Although, wait, I should have a better option than this dude. This dude doesn't fight unless he has to, and it's such a street level villain. You know, I don't want him to be just overshadowed by Doom and Magneto, but what else do you include that is as powerful as these two without going overboard? Like, my idea was Kingpin here, but he's such a street level villain compared to these two. And the other was fucking Thanos, but Thanos is way more powerful than these two. Although, I think Doom is an equal level than Thanos. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Let's make a team with all returning characters. Why not? Thanos. Because we need Thanos. Iconic villain. And let's just say Infinity War and Endgame are those are movies, dude. Those are really good movies that everybody and their mother watched, so everybody knows what or who Thanos is. Another one I could do is just go for Apocalypse, but Yeah, no. I don't like Apocalypse. To be completely honest with you, Chief. Alright. Big boys. Big villains. Now, for the random team of big boys, first things first, Abomination. I need a new one, so Abomination has to do it. I want a big, bulky villain. That's my boy. Let's see. Vector loading. Alright. Abomination. He will be basically just Hulk. Pretty much just straight up Hulk. The other one. Abomination. Juggernaut. And the third one, it needs to be a big brute villain. And the one that I wanted to include here, just because why not, was the Rhino. I have my roster. For Marvel, at least. Dude, it took me fucking hour to just do fucking Marvel. I don't want to even believe how much it's going to take me for fucking Capcom, dude. I can't. I just can't. And I need to make themes of 3 that make somewhat of a sense, but I already know I need to just make it without making too much sense of why they are on a team, you know? So the other idea was replace Thanos with Loki. Because you need I'm an idiot! Of course! What are you? You get out of here. Gimme. Fuck it. I want a brand new character for that roster. Fuck it. Let's go with Loki. He never, ever appear on a Marvel vs. Capcom as a playable character. So fuck it. Let's bring the God of Mischief. Let's bring the mischief. Let's bring the Loki. There we go. I feel better with myself now. Oh, I feel better with myself now. Everything is good in the world. I look at this roster and I think, yup, this is a cool ass roster. Balanced out, new characters with returning ones, I think. Oh, okay, let's count. We have Spider-Man, Cyclops, Venom, Iron Man, Captain America, Iron Fist, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Juggernaut. So 11 returning characters. And we have Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Miles, Beast, Jubilee, Ant-Man, Lockjaw, Medusa, Black Bolt, Blade, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Doc Ock, Sandman, Goblin, Abomination, Lucky. Those are, what, 17, 18 new characters? It's more new than old. Fucking A. Okay, just in time. Ugh. Brother, this shit's hard. And I have more new characters than old, but mostly because I just keep with the stigma I need to add new faces here, unless I want a full-on returning character roster, because I could easily do that. Like, I could easily just replace a lot of these characters with returning ones, and I don't want to do that. I want some freshness on my fighting game rosters, you know? But yeah. Alright, we finished with Marvel, and now we have another hour to go because we need to do Capcom. Alright, let me just organize my shit here. Put everything on a folder. Let's make it Marvel. And now we make a new folder. Pick out this one. Capcom. And we open it with a new thing. Alright, boys and girls, Capcom time. Let's start with the most iconic franchise that the company has, or at least one of them. Capcom has a lot of franchises that are well known nowadays, and back in the day, and even now today, I argue, the most well-known, like, the most well-known franchise they have right now, outside of like Resident Evil, is Street Fighter. So the first team I want to add is, of course, Street Fighter team. But how do we do it? We have a lot of characters here. So my idea is make two Street Fighter teams, right? One representing the old and the other representing the newer generations. So here's my idea. Let's make the first team Ryu, Chun-Li, and Zangief. Not only to represent the early days of Street Fighter with Street Fighter 2, but also the early days of Marvel vs. Capcom, because those were the two that were present in the first proper Marvel vs. Capcom. So let's go with Ryu, Alpha. If we're going full-on classic, let's go with actual full-on classic Ryu, like young Ryu. Street Fighter Alpha Ryu. Alright, Street Fighter Alpha Ryu, and just to follow that up, let's go with Street Fighter Alpha Chun. I'm going to use different images just for the sake of, like, just for my own sake. Plus, this is some really good art of Chun. Holy shit. Alright. Ryu, Chun. Let's go with younger Chun, because why not? And Zangief. That was another time completely. You want big boys on your fighting game? Zangief is one of them. Like, holy shit. Alright, we have our team, Street Fighter, OG and Alpha, represented. I don't want to bloat this like roster with all Street Fighter characters because I could easily do it. So let's move on from Street Fighter to another franchise. Okay, what other franchise could easily be represented here? We need to represent at least 2 more franchises. Okay, so this is just my own interpretation of things, right? The 4 most popular franchises for Capcom, at least on my end, are Street Fighter, Mega Man, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil. So, for Devil May Cry, that will be kind of easy to do because, well, they already did it. Just replace 1 character. So, let's go with DMC. Why not? I love that franchise. That's one of my favorites. So why not? We need to include it. We need to include the classics. So we go with Dante. What Dante do we go? Like, what version of Dante do we want here? DMC 5, DMC 3, DMC 4, DMC 2, DMC 1. The obvious one, of course, is DMC 5 because, brother, we need to move on from DMC3. DMC3 Dante, at least in my opinion, when it comes to Marvel vs. Capcom, I think we need to move on. And let's go with the actual, like, latest version of the character, aka DMC5 Dante. The other members of the team, of course, if you have Dante, you have to have the devil himself. Let's break this brand new Marvel game with DMC5 Virgil. Oh, just thinking of this shit, bro. This is going to be so good. My god. Oh, brother. Brother. Dear Lord. Oh. Just thinking about it, bro. It's you guys have no idea how much fun I had 100% completing DMC5 after I finished it on stream using Virgil. That was so friggin' fun, dude. So a playable fighting game version of that version of Virgil. Oh, just thinking about it makes my makes me drool. Holy shit, I want to play that. And for the last character, I think it's pretty obvious, right? I think it's really obvious, right? Please tell me it's obvious. Hold on, god damn it. Pin the image, damn it. Alright, I think it's pretty obvious what I want for the 3rd character on a Team Devil May Cry, right? Okay, easy. Nero. We need to include DMC4 character here. I know Trish or Lady will be also cool to have, but to be completely honest with you, I just want a Devil Bringer. I just want a Devil Bringer for a Marvel vs. Capcom game. I know there is a modded character for UMBC3 that I drool to try out once it's out, unless it's already out, but the thing is, I need to actually reinstall Marvel 3 and install the character, the palette swap mod, so I can play as Nero. But an official version will be nice too. I know that version of Nero, it's actually DMC5 Nero with the change of the devil arms and stuff like that. That's cool as fuck, so I can't wait to try that out. Alright, we have Team DMC and Team Street Fighter. Let's go with Resident Evil. One of the 2 most known Capcom franchises that I know jack shit about, so... What am I listening to? Oh, Rocket Raccoon. Okay. Let's go with... Okay, out of Resident Evil, right? The franchise known for survival horror that went into action a little with the 5th and 6th entries of the game. went back to Terror with 7 and 8. What team do you make out of that? Out of the survival horror? I mean, they already did it with Jill on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and with, well, they had it easy with Chris and fucking Wesker. So, let's make a heroic team for Resident Evil first. So, I'd say let's go with Chris Redfield, because why not? Chris Redfield. Alright, Team Resident Evil, Chris Redfield. Again, I don't know jack shit about Resident Evil in general, so I'm not going to make too much sense of the team, even though it might make a lot of sense or not, I don't know. Okay, we have Chris. We have if you could please. There we go. We have Chris, we have Leon. And we need female representation, so I'm between Jill or Ada. So you know what? Go with Jill. Even though I think this is not the correct version of Jill, it's the better image I found. This is not the correct version, but you know, fuck it. Why not? Okay. That's Team Resident Evil. Hi! Team Resident Evil, Team Devil May Cry, Team Early Street Fighter. Okay, now I'm having an issue. What the fuck do I do for Mega Man? That's another franchise that I don't know jack shit about, and I honestly don't know. Okay, we have a lot of like different versions of Mega Man also to choose from. Like we have Mega Man OG, Zero, Mega Man X, Mega Man Battle Network, Mega Man. What I would like to call a Walnut Mega Man? And they already have some representation in with X, Zero, Tron. What do I do? What the fuck do I do? Oh. The Robot Masters are also something that I would love to include as characters in this game, but 1, there's a Metri buttload of those. 2, I don't know jack shit about Mega Man, and 3, I think it's better to just use the main characters first for the first Mega Man team. So I was about to say, let's pick up one main character, one main character for one support character for the second, and a neutral ally for the third slot of any generation. Like, let's say I want to go with, for example, classic Mega Man, then bring back Zero, and then maybe add Trombone? Even though she's technically a villain for Walnut, but I don't know. The other idea is X Roll from classic Mega Man and maybe Bass.exe? Just to have 3 different Mega Man representation, and at least one of them will be brand new. The other idea was bring Mega Man Ball Knight, then maybe Roll.exe, and base from like original Mega Man? This is so complicated, holy shit. You know what? I'm going with the second idea. I'm going to bring back X, like Mega Man X. Even though Zero will be cool to have back, I think we can rest assured without Zero. Okay, so Mega Man X. Then let me just close out some stuff. Okay. Mega Man X. Next, I say let's add roll or classic roll. This might not be a good idea as I thought. You know what? Let's go with. Might as well just go with the .exe version. Because Classic Roll, even though it will be nice to just have her back for another Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't think her design on the OG is going to stick together for today's standards. She looks way too much like a kid and I don't like it, so let's go with roll.exe. And for the last one, that means I can still go back to OG Mega Man and just bring Bass back. Well, bring back Bass, even though he never was on a Marvel vs. Capcom game. It will be nice to just have him here. I just think this character looks cool, and it will be nice to just see how people can make him fight, you know? Even though it will be way too similar to Mega Man, it will be nice to just see it, you know? Plus, you can include travel in part of the moveset, the good old dog. Okay. We have an entire Capcom roster already. Okay, we have the 4 main franchise represented in teams of 3, at least once. Now, how many teams do I have left? 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 teams left. I have a lot of space. So, look, it will be nice to be able to actually make a full-on Monster Hunter team, but I don't know jack shit about Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter nowadays is one of the biggest franchises Capcom has on hand, so it's hard to make a team for Monster Hunter. So, I would say I'm going to mix stuff a little. It's going to be nonsensical, but somehow I think it's a good idea. So, let's bring back Monster Hunter. Let's bring back the Monster Hunter. that was technically an original character for Marvel vs. Capcom, now that I think about it. Okay, let's bring back the Monster Hunter. And I'm going to explain who their team is going to be. It's going to be fun, a fun team. Okay, Monster Hunter. Next, we need okay. Next, Edward Falcon from Power Stone. I'll explain in a second, just give me a moment. And the last one Strider. Okay, so my idea of how this team works, it's super stupid. It doesn't make sense because these are completely different worlds. But here's my reasoning for it, right? We have a character from the past, the far past, aka Monster Hunter. We have a character representing the present, which is Edward Falcon. And we have a character representing the future, aka Strider Hero. Doesn't make too much sense because I don't have any plot to go by, but a team time traveler or a team out of time sounds so good to not use it, plus that will give me a reason to actually make a Power Stone into a Marvel vs. Capcom game because that will be cool. So that's my reasoning for it. Team out of time. A character from representing each different time period. Monster Hunter representing the dinosaur era, Edward Falcon representing the modern age, and Strider Hero representing the futuristic side of things. So that's my idea for it. It's so crazy, but that will give me a reason to bring characters that doesn't make any jack shit of a sense in a team into a team. GG's. Alright, next one. Out of that crazy team, what else do I do? Okay, we have Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Mega Man, DMC. What other popular franchise of Capcom do I need to actually represent with an entire team? I actually, now that I think about it, need some villains in here. So let's start thinking about that for a bit. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams left. At least I want to make 2 of them team of villains. So what popular villains do I have that could work on a pseudo team? Okay, I have Wesker from Resident Evil. I have... maybe I could include Angelo here, like Devil Angelo from DMC 1. That would be cool. Wesker, Devil Angelo, maybe bring back Nemesis from RE3, or replace him with Mr. X, we will be the exact same thing. I could also... Dr. Wily will be a friggin' nightmare, because what do you want him to do? Just pull up a giant mech or something? That's not gonna fly yet, so... I'd say... That team I mentioned just now, like Mr. X, Wesker, and Angelo. That's actually a solid team. Now that I think about it. And if, let's look it up. Okay. How the fuck did you get it? Okay. Nilo Angelo from DMC1. If you play DMC1, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't play DMC1, go play it because worth the story. Wesker? Hello, Albert. Give me a moment, I just have an accessory. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I have technical difficulties. Give me a sec. Let me just save. Go. Give me just a moment. Okay, let's see. Now you work. Alright, perfect. Alright. Wesker, Nilo Angelo, and I need one more. What else? I wanted to use Mr. X, but I don't know. Like, well, Mr. X and Nemesis will be easily manipulated for, like, Wesker. So, fuck it, they're too similar to not just try and include him. Alright, that's it. Even though I have way too many Resident Evil characters at the moment, I think this is cool. This is a cool team. Nilo Angelo, Wesker, and Mr. X. I don't know if it makes sense, but I could see Wesker working with Nilo to get their power. and then Mr. Exus tagging along with Wesker because somehow he managed to take control over him, but you know what? I am not trying to make too much sense. It's a team of villains at the end of the day, so that's that. But yeah. Okay, so I found an issue now. I don't know what to do for the other teams. So, wait a minute. I have a playlist with Marvel vs. Capcom on the back. Why not use that as a base? Right. Where are the Marvel characters? Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. I need to include Clover Studio representation here. Capcom Studio 9, I think it's the name. So... fuck. Another team of random characters, god damn it. This is not going to make any sense. But... wait a minute. Now that I think about it, wait a minute, what am I doing? Hold on. Just to balance out the representation on Resident Evil side. Hold on, where are you? Okay, good. Let's take out Jill and replace her. And get this. Sure. Okay, this is so much of a stretch. I'm not even sure it's going to make any sense. But let's replace one of the main Resident Evil team, right? Let's replace Jill with fucking Chuck from Dead Rising. I know Frank West. It's usually the staple for the Dead Rising series here. But hear me out. Chuck and Frank are technically the same character, skill-wise. Like, both can make weapons out of trash, both have fought zombies a lot, and both are technically creative on how they do. So, I'd say outside of the photography and level up effort of Frank, Chuck will be practically the same. Just take out the level up mechanic, I think, and you'll be golden. It doesn't make jack shit of a sense having him on a team with Leon and fucking Chris, but it will be less annoying for them if I include Chuck instead of fucking Frank. So that's at least my reasoning on it, and that balances out a little with the amount of like Resident Evil characters. We have 4 Resident Evil, 4 DMC characters, so that's that. At least that balances out things up, and I can add a Rising character, which it's needed. We have a remake coming up for the first game. So Chuck is representing Dead Rising 2 in this case. And that leads me to the next team. The next team, it needs to be something that we can use to represent a lot of the other characters. Like, we have representation for Resident Evil, Dead Rising, Mega Man, Monster Hunter, Power Stone, Strider, Street Fighter, I don't know how to count, and I don't know what I'm doing. So let me backtrack a little. We have Resident Evil, DMC, Street Fighter, Mega Man, all of them, Monster Hunter, Power Stone, and Strider. We have 7 franchises represented here. I'm still missing a lot, and there's a lot of people that might ask for some of the other franchises, so might as well try and do it. What other franchises do I have left? I have Rival Schools. I have the newer generations of Street Fighter, because holy shit, there's a lot of differences. I have... What else I have? What else do I have? Like, Dino Crisis? Even though... Yeah, no? Like, Dino Crisis, out of all of the Capcom franchises, it's still one that I don't think it serves any purpose nowadays. Like, it's Resident Evil, but with dinos. It's just like that. What else? What else? What else? Ghosts and Goblins, that's another one I'm missing. I'm missing everything from, like, Clover. Like, I'm missing Okami, Beautiful Joe, maybe Killer 7, but I don't think that will count, Chief. That one, no. That one, no. That doesn't count. Oh, bruh, this is so difficult. Oh. If I wanted to make a nonsensical team, I would put Amaterasu, Beautiful Joe, and Phoenix Wright just in there. But I want to make an actual full-on team of Phoenix Wright characters, even though that's one of the few franchises here that makes jack shit sense. Like, nothing makes sense here. So I'll be okay if I just include one Phoenix Wright character, even though it's not Phoenix. You know what? It's going to be Phoenix. Like, for sure it's going to be Phoenix. What else can I include? Edge will be the exact same. Edge Miles Ward. Or maybe Godot. Godot will be funny. But to be completely honest with you, Chief, I don't know what I'm doing. It's time to throw characters at random and see what stays. So, just because... Wait, how many new characters do I have here? Okay, so I have Chuck, I have Roll and Bass, I have Edward, I have Nilo, and I have Mr. X. I have 6 new characters. And the returning ones are Ryu, Chun, Zangief, Dante... Oh wait, hold on. Backtrack. I have Nero, Chuck, Roll, Bass, Edward, Nilo, and Mr. X. Yes, I have 7. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 returning characters. So making Beautiful Joe, Amaterasu, and fucking Phoenix come back in just one team, that will make it 14. Almost double the amount of new characters. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I need to make a brand new team. Like, brand new characters to the actual, like, Marvel vs. Capcom series. Okay, I have Power Stone with Edward. I could make another Power Stone character fit in another team. I also have Red Earth, Well, Cyberbots already had Jin, but I could try and include another one. Even though Jin, it's practically the face of that franchise for now. Star Gladiator, that's another one. I could make another time team. Let's go! I got an idea. Let's go. I got it. I got it, Chief. I got it. I got the idea. Okay. We bring back Amaterasu. We bring her back. We bring Amy back. Fuck it. And okay, so we have Amaterasu. Okay, we have. Okay, we have Amaterasu. We bring. Okay, this is going to be funny. Okay. Okay, we have Amaterasu. We bring Francisca in for a new character. From Phoenix, right? Fuck it. Whip Chick. Alright. And for the last one, this is going to be funny. I'm trying to remember because I'm just picking in them on the fly. So we have Amaterasu, we have Francisca, and I'm trying to remember the last one. Come on, brain. There we go. And a Star Gladiator character, June. Alright, I like that. Another team, past, present, and future. That's the theming going on here. We have the long ago in a distant land type of past with Amaterasu. We have the present day attorney lawyer drama with Francisca, and then we have the far future in a galaxy far, far away with June from Star Gladiator. That gives me another 3 franchises represented: Okami, Phoenix Wright, and fucking Star Gladiator. Let's go! Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. And now, one of the teams that I said before when we did the first Street Fighter team is that I wanted to represent Street Fighter twice in here. And not just because it's one of the most recognizable franchises of, like, shit, I need to wait for the ad break. Fuck. I'll break. And it's something. Alright, we're back? We're back. Okay. So, like I was saying, right? Like I was saying before, right? When we begin this Capcom side, I said I wanted to make 2 Street Fighter teams, right? One representing old age Street Fighter, aka Street Fighter 2 to I think Alpha, and the other representing the modern age of Street Fighter. So, this is another Street Fighter team, yes. That's going to even out the 6 Street Fighter characters. The reason why I'm doing this is because, one, yeah, Street Fighter is one of the most recognizable Capcom franchises. Marvel vs. Capcom started as Street Fighter, X-Men cross Street Fighter. So, might as well pay respects to the most important franchise that brought this franchise together, outside of like just a 1-2 cameo of Akuma in, I think it was Children of the Atom. So I also wanted to represent nowadays Street Fighter, which is a completely different ballpark compared to back then Street Fighter, if that makes any sense. So we have a representative for one of the 3 modern Street Fighters, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, and Street Fighter 6. And to represent Street Fighter 4, we have Juri. Juri, it's arguably one of the most popular female characters of nowadays Street Fighters, so she has to make it in. The previous Marvel vs. Capcom that had a Street Fighter 4 character was Sea Viper on Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I think Juri, it's kind of needed. She ended up becoming the most popular female character out of Street Fighter 4, and she still is to this day one of the most popular female characters in fighting games. So, yeah, that's Juri. For Street Fighter 5, I think the options for Street Fighter 5, the unique options for Street Fighter 5 are kind of limited on my end. But I have to admit, the impression this character actually made out of the game was one of the best parts out of vanilla Street Fighter 5, in my opinion at least, was one of the brand new characters. And that one, ladies and gentlemen, is Rashid. Rashid, at least when I first played Street Fighter 5, right? Rashid was one of the ones that I wanted to actually main but never could, because it's too difficult for my little brain to understand how to fucking play with the tornadoes and the movement this dude has. So yeah, Rashid is my pick for the Street Fighter 5 representation. It was between him, Laura, or Ed for me, because I absolutely adore Ed. Even though the base design for Ed in Street Fighter 5 is bullshit, like it's crap, even more compared to the newer design he has in Street Fighter 6. And Rashid, to be completely honest, is way more cool. Personality-wise, is super chill. Plus, Juri and Rashid also worked together in the past, so they know kind of each other, so to work together. The last character, though, it's the... The last character. The character that represents literally nowadays Street Fighter, at least at the making of this stream, Street Fighter 6. Oh, I don't know, man. The pool for that one is way bigger than you think. Like, I have to choose between Luke, Kimberly, Jamie, Manon, Marisa, and fucking... I'm just counting base roster here. I'm not counting DLC characters, because if I had to count DLC characters, I have to count Aki. And I don't want to count Aki. Because Aki is basically just Fong from Street Fighter 5, and nobody likes Fong. If I have to pick one Street Fighter 6 character to represent the franchise on a Marvel vs. Capcom game, I'd say I'm between Luke and Marisa. Why Luke and Marisa? Well, let's just say breakdancing like Jamie has. Although the ninja style, well, breakdancing as Jamie does it's way more fitted for Street Fighter than a Marvel vs. Capcom game, if that makes any sense. Like, you have all of these characters. You have Green Goblin, you have Spider-Man, Venom, Iron Man, and Miles Morales just flying around. What is a dude breakdancing on the floor going to do about that? Like, what is he going to do about that? So, no, Jamie, as cool and as much as I would love him to be here, I don't see him working properly. So my options are Luke and Marisa and Kimberly. But the reason why I'm not taking Kimberly here is because Strider Hiryu exists and is here. So it will be way too much of a clash having two Bushin Ryu characters in a Marvel vs. Capcom game, you know? So my choices are Popeye Arms Luke or Big Punch Girl Marisa. And the same problem applies for Marisa as well as Jamie. She is more of a grounded character, but Marisa, in my opinion, once she gets a punch in, you're toast. Like, you are done. It's like a pipe from Hagar, right? Once you get the pipe, you're not going out. You're going down under. So, yeah, this is going to play way too much favorites here because I personally don't like Luke's design in general. The idea is fine, like the new generation of Street Fighter, one that is kind of like in with all their modern stuff, but I don't know. I just like Marisa more. That's just it, I think. So, yeah, we just include the muscle chick here. Once she punches you, you're not going out. Unless you're going out in a body bag. Hold on. I need a resolution. There we go. It's not a flattering image whatsoever, but you know what? It's the best I have. Alright, Marisa. We have a representation for each generation of Street Fighter now. Going from old to new. I should actually try to include, instead of Zangief, maybe Alex to represent Street Fighter 3. But yeah, I also have a little bias towards Zangief. Plus, it's an iconic character coming back. It has been on almost all of them except the 3D ones, so he needs to come back on a 3D one, right? Although Alex will be kind of the same thing since he was on Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, so yeah. It's going to be complicated for me to decide between Alex and Zangief, but if bias are applying here, Zangief and Marisa are my picks. Although I can see an argument for Aki working if you want a stall character on Marvel vs. Capcom, even though that's not a good idea. But yeah, we have 2 teams left. What else do I have here? Like, I still have Ghosts and Goblins and Dino Crisis not represented, but... And I don't want to cut Amaterasu because I could easily replace Amaterasu with either Firebrand or... well, more Arthur than Firebrand, because Arthur is the knight. It's going to protect the princesses, quote unquote. And I also haven't represented Darkstalkers, bro! Bro, I forgot one of the most iconic Marvel vs. Capcom stuff here. Like, Darkstalker has been there for Marvel vs. Capcom, at least from the early days, since Marvel 1. So they need to come back. But do I really want to bring back Morgan and Hisenko? Even though I know it's a matter of, does the team make sense when it comes to them forming an actual team? And for that matter, I'd say sometimes it should, or sometimes it shouldn't, just for the health of the game. And honestly, if I have to make a Darkstalkers team, right? I will absolutely, I will, I will not bring back Morgan, just because I want to see something new. But since Morrigan is pretty much the face of that franchise at the moment, I kinda don't have any other option. It's either Morrigan's tits or nothing at this point, and I honestly kinda tired of that, but you know what? It is what it is. But I'm going to get frisky with it. Let's just say, I can include anything and even exclude Morrigan, right? Let's just say I can exclude Morrigan. What do I do with the Darkstalkers team? Well, what do I do with the Darkstalkers team? Well, that's kind of easy. BB Hood. Guns a-blazing, BB Hood. Okay, I have BB Hood. I have, let's say... I have Talbane. I have Talbane, and for the last one, I'd say this is the most nonsense team I think I've ever imagined. Like, this doesn't make any sense. What? And then we have Dimitri. Which, by the way, this looks like Street Fighter Alpha art, which is cool. Okay, I have that. That's my team. That's my team, Darkstalkers. Dimitri, John Talbane, BB Hood. They don't make jack shit of a sense because BB Hood will kill them on the spot, so yeah. But yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. This is my team of, like, this is my roster at the end of the day, so this is technically just a personal pick for Darkstalkers. But the actual, like, good way to go about it is include Morrigan, put John, and maybe add Felicia or Hisenko as their teammates, because that team has way more chemistry, if that makes any sense. Like, those teams, you can see them working together, you know? So that's that. For the last team, what do we have for the last team? I've represented Street Fighter twice. I've represented Resident Evil. I've represented Devil May Cry. I've represented Mega Man. I've represented obscure franchise like Power Stone and Star Gladiator. I've represented other franchises like Phoenix Wright, Strider Hero, Monster Hunter, and yeah, and Darkstalkers. So I'm missing just one more slot. And even though it will be nice to give it to Rival Schools, another fighting game franchise here, I don't want to play too much favorites here. And it will be nice to include more Street Fighters in here, but that will be way too many Street Fighter characters. So I'm going to make a... I'm going to not flip a coin, but I'm going to think about something. Because I could make another, like, obscure franchise team. Like, I could mix Red Earth, Cyberbots, and Rival Schools, all three together. but I don't know how to go about it. Wait, what did I just say? Red Earth, Cyberbots. Idiot! Okay. Alright, let me fetch it in order. First things first, we have Red Earth. Let's go with Leo. Okay, we got Red Earth with Leo. We got, let's say... Here's the thing, for rival schools, right? All of the characters kinda... Wait! Hold on. You know what? This actually makes a lot of sense. Why not? This is so out of left field. Like, I have the face of Red Earth, right? But then I have this dude. Like, I have Daigo Kasama coming in as the representative for rival schools, because this dude is zero bullshit. This is... Holy shit, this dude. I have Daigo coming in. And then, to represent Cyberbots, I just bring back Jin. Jin Saotome. I just bring back Jin. I just bring back the Scream Lord with Lodia. Fuck it. There we go. We have a roster now. What the fuck? Oh, bro. Okay, so the idea of that last team, it's the exact same idea as Amaterasu, Francesca, and June, and Monster Hunter, Edward Falcon, and Strider. Past, present, future. That's all I'm going with it. Like, we have time travel shenanigans going on. Even though I don't have Thanos in here, he will be a fool for that one. Same with Loki, so I have Loki. That's that. Brother! Ah! Okay, oh. I'm drooling, bro. If I'm drooling, that's a good thing. I'm drooling. Hold on. That's why my throat is sore. Okay. After burning my head for 2 hours, I managed to finish this shit. Let's fucking go. Okay, so to recap, the idea on all of this is teams of 3 that make somewhat sense for a Marvel vs. Capcom that is a 3v3, right? Let's just imagine every team has interactions with each other, between each member, and they have interactions with the enemy and stuff like that, right? That's normal stuff. But we need to come up with team name for teams. So, let's go with the Marvel side, right? I already said the hold on. Okay, so I already said the name for one of the teams. Let's go in order. For the Marvel side, let's go with Team Spider People, Spider-Man, Venom, and Miles. Team Heroes for Hire, Luke Cage, Jessica, and Iron Fist. Team X-Men with Jubilee, Beast, and Cyclops. Team Avengers with Iron Man, Ant-Man, and Captain America. Team Inhumans with Lockjaw, Medusa, and Black Bolt. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm messing that team up because I don't think Black Bolt is an Inhuman, but you know what? I don't know. So, yeah, that's that. Team Supernatural Hunters. Blade, Ghost Rider, and Doctor Strange. The Fantastic Three, because we're missing a one, with Human Torch, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic. Team Sinister 3 with Doc Ock, Sandman, and Green Goblin. Team Rulers of the Multiverse, even though that doesn't make too much of a sense. I will say Team Rulers with Doctor Doom, Magneto, and Loki. And then Team Brute Force with Abomination, Juggernaut, and Rhino. I love that last team. It's just, I love it. I just love it. Alright, let's go with the Capcom side now. We have Team Street Fighter with Ryu, Chun-Li, and Zangief. We have Team Devil May Cry with Dante, Virgil, and Nero. We have Team Zombie Apocalypse with Chris, Leon, and Chuck. We have Team... how do I call this team, actually? Because the name for the main enemies are usually... what's Mavericks, but that's for Mega Man X, and there is no Mega Man X representation, so... I'm just going with Team Mega Man here for Mega Man X, Roll.exe, and Bass, or Bass, however you want to call it. Team Out of Time with Monster Hunter, Edward Falcon, and Strider. Now that I think about it, just have one team that is full of villains, so I will call it Team Secret Plot. Why not? Team Secret Plot with Nilo Angelo, Wesker, and Mr. X. Team Out of Time 2, or how do I call this team actually? What? Wait. Hold on, I'm thinking here. Yeah, no, it's just Team Out of Time 2. Fuck it. Team Out of Time 2 with Amaterasu, Francesca, and June. Team New Generation with Judy, Rashid, and Marisa. Team Darkstalkers with BB Hood, John Talvane, Dimitri. And Team Out of Time 3 with Leo, Daigo, and Jean. Oh! Bro! Oh! I don't know. I'm hyping myself up even though I just made this shit just for shits and giggles, but holy shit, I had a lot of fun doing this. It's just fun to theorize how everything in here is going to come together if that ever happens, even though it's not possible whatsoever. But you know what? I had the ideas, I threw in on the wall. If they stick, they stick. If they don't, then fuck it. I don't care. It was fun to make anyway. Now, should I make DLC for this shit? The roster in and of itself already, it's nonsensical. Like, it doesn't make no sense, like, at all. Plus, the approach I had for the team Out of Time, like the 3 teams Out of Time, it's because at least 2 of those teams are DLC, because they don't have a proper team. I don't want to make a full Star Gladiator team. I don't have enough characters to make a full Okami team, even though I kinda would have to. But not would have. I kinda have enough characters to make that, but I don't want to make it little like beetle with a tiny micro sword just try to pinch you, and that's not going to do any damage. No, I don't want to do that. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Chief. Should I actually try and make DLC? If I make DLC, how much do I make? Like, this is already a pretty packed roster, and I could easily just make the KOF approach, make not two, three. They made 3 different teams for KOF 15 and then just started putting out individual characters, which I don't want to do. If I want to do that, I will, instead of make 3 teams, I will make 2 and then put like 3 different characters for each side. 3 Marvel, 3 Capcom, just at random, like individually. 1 Marvel, 1 Capcom for each wave. So I'll be making 1 more team of 3. Then I'll start making individuals. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to an intermission, going to prepare everything, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Holy shit, it took me a long time. Okay, so, we have here... Oh shit, I took out my glasses. Hold on. Oh. There we go. Alright, okay. We have 5 slots for DLC. Why 5? Well, because 1... This is like already pretty packed with 60 fucking characters. I'm adding 10 more, so it's 70. It's not going to be even out. One row is for an entire like brand new team, and the other is for just 2 random no affiliation characters. But what I mean by that is basically just random characters that just make sense on the Marvel vs. Capcom, but I couldn't find a place for them on an actual team. So, let's start with the first team. Let's go with Marvel. Let's go for a Marvel team. The way to go about it, right? It's, you can say the first time it's a team, like the first couple of DLCs are part of a team, but they can be spread out. Like, you reveal two characters, one Capcom, one Marvel, one Capcom, one Marvel, one Marvel, one Capcom, or something like that. And then you realize they are an entire team of Marvel and an entire team of Capcom. But then you have extra 4 characters that are just their own thing. They can make part of any team if you want to. Like, they're just individual. That's the way at least KOF 15 went about it. Like, they released 3 teams, 2 individual characters as free DLC bosses, and then they released 2, well, technically close to be 4, thanks to Mature and Vice, being individual characters. Kim and Sylvie Palapala were individual characters, so that's that. So, my way of going about it is, let's make another team for Marvel. What do we do for Marvel, though? Well, we still haven't represented the Guardians of the Galaxy. We represented Spider-Man, we represented the villains, and we represented Supernatural, the Avengers, Inhumans. We represented a lot. So we still have 2 nowadays major Marvel teams that I haven't represented. The Young Avengers, which is the newer generation of Avengers, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, what I'm going to do is, this team is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. And then the new Avengers are going to be represented individually. Because, 1, I don't know much about the Young Avengers. And honestly, I will use those DLC to actually put popular characters in there. But there is 1 character, well, technically 2, on the Young Avengers that, well, at least I consider it a Young Avenger. I don't know if it's actually a Young Avenger or not. But there is 2 characters that I consider popular enough to be DLC material. So, let's start with the Guardians of the Galaxy. What Guardians do we pick? We have 5. 6 technically. We have Rocket, Groot, Mantis, Drax, Star-Lord, and Gamora. What out of all of those 6 do we pick? Well, we could bring back Rocket because Rocket brings back Groot with him. We could bring back Gamora because she's a good fighter. She's the most well-balanced fighter out of all of the Guardians. And we could bring Drax or Star-Lord. Here's the issue. Drax is very similar to Gamora in and of itself. He's more of a brute than Gamora, so it's going more in than the Gamora assassin style. So Drax is out of the question technically. You could say Rocket, it's similar to Star-Lord, but one has more weapons than the other, and the other is more of an agile gunslinger than Rocket, so there is a technical difference there with the rocket boots and stuff. And then you have Mantis that, yeah, she's a fighter, I guess, like a melee fighter, but I already have like my martial art expertise with Iron Fist, so yeah. So my pick for the Guardians would be, I don't know if I should bring back Gamora. That's the thing. Like, I actually like her on MBCI, but I am not very sure of the design though. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to bring back Gamora. Even though I will absolutely adore to have Drax here, Gamora sounds like the correct option here. Okay, we have Gamora. Okay, that's Gamora. What else? Okay, we have to choose between Rocket, Drax, or Star-Lord. I'd say... I honestly want to include Rocket and Star-Lord just because Rocket will bring a fourth Guardian with him in Groot. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that. Let's bring a Star-Lord. Just for shits and giggles, right? It'll be funny since we have a team past, present, and future. It'll be funny to bring the old Star-Lord. Like, not the very first Star-Lord, but this one. Like, comic old Star-Lord design. It'll be just funny to see this old ass Star-Lord with the newer generation of Guardians, with like newer Gamora and maybe let me see, Rocket, Raccoon. Alright, let's see, Rocket. Well, Rocket already had the old design, right? Like, Rocket Raccoon already had like the old design on Marvel vs. Capcom. So let's see, let's go origin story style Rocket for us. Let's go with this one. Prison Break / origin story Rocket Raccoon. Because, one, I absolutely adore the cartoonishly evil grin this guy has, you know? Plus, it'll be funny just to have different versions of the Guardians in the same team. It's just for shits and giggles at the end of the day, plus it's DLC, we can do whatever. So, Rocket, Gamora, and Star-Lord. Rocket comes with Groot, of course. And... yeah, that's the first DLC for Marvel. Let's go with Capcom now. Okay, for the Capcom side of things, right? This is a little bit more complicated. So... let's see, what popular characters do I have to choose from that can be good to bring back for a Marvel vs. Capcom? And that I can actually add as a brand new character. Like, what popular character nowadays from Capcom blew up in popularity like none other? I think the answer of that one, at least for an individual character, is obvious, but we need to make a team here. So I already ran out of options when I was making the main roster, so I'm kind of out of like options here for a mainline team that could work for DLC. So I'm vibing with the music just to think, you know? Whew. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't want to bring back too many characters, okay? So, I'm trying to think what character hasn't been on Marvel vs. Capcom that we can actually bring in for a round or two, you know? That is popular enough to make the DLC actually worth buying, you know? Because at the end of the day, this is DLC. It's not going to be free. Sadly, I wish. But if we have to, we have to. So, one character that I had in mind is... don't you regret this, bro? But it makes so much sense to, like, include her in here. Like, come on. You have to at this point, right? Lady Dimitrescu blew up in popularity. It's holy shit. Just blew up back when Resident Evil 7 released. Out of all the main villains of that game, she was the most notorious one, and I think everybody here knows why. So I'm not going to explain that. But I would absolutely adore to have the other dude, like the one with the magnetic powers, just to rival Magneto. So yeah. I have to make sacrifices here. Which DLC would you think most people will want? Like, in my head, if I have to, like, think about what other people would love to see in this game, more often than not, I think of this chick as the face of Resident Evil 7, so there she goes, right? But, and here's the kicker. If this was actually, like, my decision, I will go with the other dude. I don't know the name of it, too, so that goes to show I don't know anything about Resident Evil. Specifically Resident Evil 7, so... yeah, okay. That's one team member. I need to make a team with Lady Dimitrescu and other two. But I don't know if she's going to, like, actually be a helpful teammate. If that makes any sense. So, what other fancy character would be perfect for her team? Well, I already used Dimitri before, but I still have one Darkstalker left that could work with her. Even though this idiot, is not going to work, not going to cooperate, it will be an actual, like, an actual cool team. Like, not gonna lie, not going to even lie to you, Chief. Jeddah and fucking Lady Dimitrescu just teaming up sounds like a fun idea, you know, to toy around. Jeddah Doma. Oh shit. Let me just... Jeddah and Lady Dimitrescu on the same team sounds like a fun idea. It's not going to work whatsoever, but holy shit, it will be cool. Okay, we have two. A vampire, a zombie. What other monster am I forgetting here? And I need to make it on another franchise. So... I actually have something in mind. I don't remembering. No, that's not going to work. No. This is so difficult, bro. I was about to just put a fucking dinosaur here, but that doesn't make jack shit of a sense, bro. Hold on. Sometimes I'm too much of an idiot. Sometimes I'm too much of an idiot. And you know what? It's going to be the newer version of it. I'm too much of an idiot that I didn't thought of including the most iconic villain on fighting game history, bro. How am I just forgetting about one of the most iconic villains with the brand new design that he has too? So yeah, Bison, Jedi, Lady Dimitrescu on one team. Fuck it. Psycho power, blood magic, and a fucking zombie Venom, whatever the fuck Resident Evil 7 has. Whew, that's a team. That's a fucking team. I'm happy with that one. Plus, we include the newer design of Bison, because why not? The Broken Man. Alright, that's enough for a team. Time to go for individual characters, right? Usually, you say individual characters should be easier than teams, right? Here's the thing, it isn't. Because we have a lot to choose from and we need to be really picky because we have 2 characters left. So, what do? Wait, let's go with Marvel first. Let's do one Marvel character. So, sections that I said I needed to represent were the New Avengers and the Guardians. The Guardians are already represented with team with the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Gamora, Star-Lord, and Rocket. So that leaves the Young Avengers to be represented. And there is 2 characters from the New Avengers, or at least that I consider the quote-unquote New Avengers. And one of them, it's I think a pretty obvious one that you guys might already be guessing right now. Miss Marvel. Specifically, Kamala Khan. I think that's the way you pronounce her name. Kamala's Miss Marvel. I should clarify. This girl has similar powers to Mr. Fantastic, so there is already a clash over there. But I'm going to argue this. Yeah, I cannot argue that. It's literally just the same character function-wise. But I honestly think I can get away with it because 1, Miss Marvel is a very recent popular character, while Reed Richards is an iconic old character. So that's that. 2, I think people will be more willing to actually have Kamala as a single DLC character without a team than having Mr. Fantastic as a DLC without a team. So, yeah, plus I have a reason to have 2 stretchy characters outside of Dalsim in here. Fuck it, why not? Plus, I think Kamala will play way different compared to Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic will be more, let's say, methodic on how he plays, while Kamala will be more imaginative. If that... Like, she will use more her imagination with her powers compared to Mr. Fantastic. Plus, one has way better control over his powers compared to the others. So, that's my excuse. It's not a very good excuse, but it's an excuse nonetheless. Plus, this is my pick for the DLC. And I'm technically forgetting one of my favorite characters here. Like... Bro... I have one spot left, and I have 2 characters in mind, both of which were part of the same fucking movie. But you know what? If I have to pick between the 2, I'll go with the one that is more biased for me. Like, I can't go a Marvel vs. Capcom, a Marvel vs. Capcom game, without this idiot. Like, I can't. My brain doesn't allow me to. Having a Marvel vs. Capcom game and not having Deadpool, at least for me, it's just, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's Deadpool, bro. Even though this one, it's easily replaceable too. Like, yes, you can't have a Marvel vs. Capcom game without the X-Men himself, you know? Without Wolverine. So I'm torn apart here. I am literally 2 in 1 at the moment, so I'm suffering. You have no idea how. So you have 2 iconic. Oh shit. Okay, so I was saying, right, before the outbreak just shit everything. We have 2 iconic characters that share a movie recently that are way too popular to not include in here. And I have a really tough time deciding because I actually like these 2 characters. I like Deadpool more. I adore Deadpool, but Wolverine is too iconic to both Marvel itself and the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise that it's not even funny. And I don't want to replace neither Jubilee nor Beast for him because I actually would like to see playable versions of these 2 characters. Jubilee was an assist in Marvel 1, and Beast was just in the as a background cameo, bro. I will absolutely adore playing as Beast. So it's a tough decision between the X-Men or the Merc with the Mouth. So it's either that or the 3rd character, which it's technically a new Avenger. Well, no new Avenger, but a newer popular character, I guess. No, wait, no. I already have Deadpool here. I am not including Wemple. Fuck that. No. Just no. I refuse to fit the fact that they both are technically just Deadpool, but one is a chick. No. I refuse. I might as well just go with the original. I'm going with Deadpool. Plus, Wemple, if I'm being completely honest with you, Chief, I don't think fits here for a fighting game. Don't get me wrong, Chick has powers, like the 4th wall breaking power she has, it's I think a little bit too OP, but that's on her. Thing is, bro, I just simply don't want her in here. If she's included, well, why not? She can be a skin for Deadpool if she wants to. Gameplay wise, I don't think she will play too different compared to Deadpool. Deadpool is way more skillful than Gwen, if that makes any sense. That's the main difference, I think. But again, I'm speaking out of my mouth here. Don't take anything I say seriously. Like, I am not a comic nerd. I did not read 99% of the comics from these people, and it's impossible for me to know everything. So I'm just running with my mouth here. But yeah, Deadpool is my pick for the DLC, even though Wolverine will be perfectly fine in there. Hell, you could easily just replace Kamala with Wolverine and that will be it. Wolverine Deadpool. But I want a new character, at least 2 new characters in the DLC slot, so that goes for Kamala. And Wolvie, I'm sorry, I adore you, but I have a soft spot for Deadpool. Okay, that's my DLC characters for Marvel. Let's go with Capcom. Even though I said let's go 1 in 1, I ended up just doing the 2. Fuck it, why not? Capcom. Okay, 2 individual characters for Capcom. What do I do? What do I do, bro? Like, what other characters are left? V? V would be a good option too. Yeah, I have 1, 3, 6, 7 Street Fighter characters, and I have 4 EMC characters. I could easily use one of the slots for either B, Trish, or Lady. But do I really want to? Would I also settle with just including one more Mega Man character? Wait a minute. Oh. I'm going to break the game here. Hold on. I'm going to break the game and actually... Hold on. I'm going to break the game and the rules. Because I think it's time for this guy to actually get the DLC treatment and get ironed out extra outside of the main roster. Zero, my guy. It would be perfect for DLC. Like, if I wanted another Mega Man character just to even out the 4, Zero will be the choice. Even though I already have X here, Zero is way too iconic. It was between Zero or maybe Proto Man, but I already have Base as a representation for classic Mega Man, so it will be either between Zero or another maybe Star Force Mega Man or Trombone, but it's a tough decision between her and Zero, if I'm being completely honest with you, Chief. In fact, Zero has been in more games than Tron. Wait, no, Tron has been in 2 games, same with Zero. This will uneven them. Because Tron was on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. She was, I think, one of the brand new characters for that game. But yeah, Zero. But what about the second one, though? What would the other DLC character be? Well, remember when I told you that we didn't have representation for Studio Clover or Capcom Studio 5, I think it was? Well, that could be changed now. But here's the thing. I don't know if he's going to sell very well. But it will be disrespectful to not include him. At least on my end, it will be disrespectful to this specific character to not include him. Like, he has been absent, I think, for a long time. Since Marvel 3, to be precise, so... let's give him another shot. Let's give Beautiful Joe another shot. Why not? There we go. Alright, I like that. Let's give Beautiful Joe another shot. Because, well, one, that will balance out the DLC characters with 2 small characters with Rocket and Beautiful Joe, so that's that. Plus, I don't know what else to put in here, to be completely honest. It was Beautiful Joe, Jean for God Hand, or... I don't know, Phoenix maybe? Phoenix Wright? Or maybe just Apollo Justice to replace Phoenix, or... honestly, I don't know. So, to be completely honest with you, Beautiful Joe, it's like... it will be a good idea to bring him back. I'm just crossing my fingers that if this hypothetical roster I'm just making, somehow some of this is just a reality, And if Joe makes it as a DLC, I will absolutely push for another Beautiful Joe game just to go and do the promotional, like, cross promotion of that other game, of the new game. Maybe redesign Joe, maybe make a reboot, I don't know. Just don't make it DMC Devil May Cry style and we're good. But I think this is a solid roster now. We have 1 extra DLC team and 4 extra DLC characters for each, 2 for each side. There's other stuff that I could include here, like I'm missing Black Widow, Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, Black Panther. I'm missing a lot of other characters that could work here, but I'm also happy with what I have here. Like, what I have here, Chef Kiss, I love it. So I'm happy with it. As for... I'm just looking at it, you know? It's impressive, all the things I just managed. And there's a lot of other characters, like, at least on Marvel's side that I can think of, that it would be just fun to see them be in Marvel vs. Capcom, like Vision, Scarlet Witch. Wait a minute, Scarlet Witch? Never mind, well, Scarlet Witch, The Thing, Vision, the Destroyer, Thor. Well, Thor will be cool to have back. Maybe have Vera Rayville replace him, or Jane Foster's Thor. I don't know. There's a lot of Marvel characters that will be cool to have here. Namor, just to have an Aquaman in here. That would be a very original character. As for Capcom, well, there's a lot of other characters missing here, like Trombone. Maybe Mega Man.exe will be a nice addition. Star Force Mega Man. Walnut. Maybe others for... maybe other DMC characters like Lady or Trish or V, even. It would be nice to have a puppet character too. For Street Fighter 6, it will be cool to have just Strider, Guy, and Kimberly on the same team. Oh, that would be so awesome. Morrigan will be missed. Even though the Darkstalkers team is more of a personal pick than an actual health of the game type of pick, because if it was for a health of the game, having Morrigan, Yuri, Felicia, and Lady Dimitrescu all in the same game, the health of the game will be so high, it's not even funny. I'm just joking, but sex appeal sells, dude. And that's the thing. Sex appeal sells, and the popularity of a character also sells the game. So yeah, that's at least my mentality with this. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. So that's that. But yeah. Oh, I'm happy. I'm freaking happy. I'm super happy. You have no idea how happy I am. Let me just center this. Come on. You're playing Hawkeye's theme. When I just finished and I don't even include him in here. Fuck, dude. There's also... Oh, I'm going to fucking miss that. Like... I'm going to miss X-23, Hawkeye, and She-Hulk's themes. Oh, and Taskmaster. Oh! I'm going to miss their themes, bro. I'm going to. Hell, I could replace the Inhumans team, even though I absolutely would like a brand new representative for a completely unknown, or not completely unknown, but in somewhat unknown side of the Marvel Universe, I would replace that team for another X-Men, but newer X-Men, like newer generation X-Men. Like, I think it will be Canon. No, it will be Katie Pryde, X-23, and what could be a good spot for that? A newer X-Men. Quicksilver, maybe? I don't know. Or Scarlet Witch, that would be a good spot for her. But Scarlet Witch is more of her own thing. For the the Young Avengers, Kate Bishop for Hawkeye, it will be a good representative if you want to replace Hawkeye with a newer one. If you want to replace Ant-Man, you can put either Wasp or Yellow Jacket, which Yellow Jacket, I'm going to be real, is the exact same thing, so that's that. Lockjaw will be replaced by Cosmo, but I like Lockjaw more. Doctor Strange. I could replace Doctor Strange with Dormammu, but to be completely real with you, well, Doctor Strange with Dormammu or Wong. Wong would make sense, but I think it would be better to just have Doug here. The Spider-Man villains team. I adore that one. Those are my favorite comic book villains, bro. Doc Ock, Sandman, and Green Goblin, bro. Oh, I could replace Green Goblin with the Lizard, but I already have Abomination for that. He's a bigger lizard boy. I could also replace Sandman with Electro, because Electro has never been in one of these, and Electro, whether you like it or not, his powers are godlike, almost. Like, control over electricity, an infinite amount of electrical energy on just one body. That's a lot of power. Plus, playing around with electricity sounds like fun. Shocker will be another one, but he's a grunt level villain at this point. Like, on how he's used nowadays and stuff. So that's that. But yeah, we have our roster here. Let's go through it one more time. And let's name the teams and see if I can actually think of proper names for this. So we have Team Spider People with Spider-Man, Venom, and Miles. We have the Team Heroes for Hire with Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. We have the X-Men, the team of the X-Men, with Jubilee, Beast, and Cyclops. We have the Avengers with Iron Man, Ant-Man, and Captain America. We have the Inhumans with Lockjaw, Medusa, and Black Bolt. I think that's the name, Black Bolt? Yeah. We have the Team Supernatural with Blade, Ghost Rider, and Doctor Strange. We have Team Fantastic Four with Human Torch, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic. We have Team Sinister Six with Doc Ock, Sandman, and Green Goblin. Even though there's supposed to be six, it's three only. Team Ruler, or Team Dictator, if you will, with Doctor Doom, Magneto, and Loki. And Team Juggernaut, I would say, or Team Big Boys, but Team Juggernauts with Abomination, Rhino, and Juggernaut. And then for DLC we have Team Guardians of the Galaxy with Gamora, Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon / Groot. And then we have single entries, Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel and Deadpool. On the Capcom side we have Team Street Fighter or Team World Warriors, if you will, with Ryu, Chun-Li, and Zangief. We have Team Devil May Cry with Dante, Virgil, and Nero. Then we have Team Zombie Apocalypse with Leon, Chris, and Chuck. Then we have Team Mega Man with X, Roll.exe, and Classic Bass. Then we have Team Out of Time with Monster Hunter, Scott Falcon, Strider Hero. Then we have what I would say, Team Superpowered, or Team I would say Team Superpowered, but that's super generic, it's not even funny, but you know what? Team Evil Superpowered, or something like that. We have Nilo Angelo, Wesker, Mr. X. Then we have Special Team Number 2. I don't want to repeat the Team at a Time stick because that's perfect for the first one. Special Team Number 2, we have Amaterasu, Francisca, and Jun. Then we have Team New Challengers with Judy, Rashid, and Marisa. We have Team Darkstalkers with Bibi Hood, John Talvain, and Dimitri. And lastly, for the main roster, we have Special Team Number 3 with Leo, Daigo, and Jin. As for the DLC team, we have Team Evil Rulers with, well, that's technically going for Doom, Magneto, and Loki because, well, one is a dictator of a nation, the other is the leader of an evil mutant team, and the other is just a god of mischief, just because why not. So for this one, I would say Team Main Villains, because why not? We have Lady Dimitrescu, Jeddah, and M. Bison. As for single entries, we have Zero and Beautiful Joe. That's it! I'm done, bro. I've been yapping, thinking, and basically just burning brain cells here for 3 hours. So I need to get myself some rest and get some editing going because, for those who don't know, this is going to be a YouTube video maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm most likely going to re-record something for it or something, but I wanted to make this into a video. So if I ended up just redoing this after the stream, don't be surprised because that might happen. But yeah, time for me to just go, chill out, maybe play some Fortnite now that we have a Marvel season, or maybe play some Marvel Snap. There's a lot of stuff like for Marvel fans right now going on. It's insane. So I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. But yeah. Whew. Thank you for those who showed up. Thank you for hanging out with me. And let me just go to just chatting while I look for someone to raid. Whew. Okay. Let's see. Who is up for a raid? Wait, where is the little guy? Ah, there we go. Wait, Terminator what? Oh, Terminator Resistance. Ooh. You know what? Fuck it. Let's raid Kotetsu. They are playing at the moment Terminator Resistance. I don't know what this is, but this looks like an old game. They are using a new model too, so sick as hell. And yeah, okay, I have it. Alright, now that we are going to rate it, might as well do the YouTube stick. If you're watching this on YouTube, most likely there's going to be a really long delay between the stream of this and the upload of this. It's because I want to have both versions at the ready at the same time uploaded on the different things. So, what I'm going to do is, most likely you're seeing this a week or two after it was streamed, so keep that in mind. And yeah, I'll be heading out of here. I'll be seeing you guys on the next weekend, and let's see what we can do. Later.